Good afternoon, everybody. Prynhawn da. On behalf of Stefan and Anissa, I'd like to welcome you all here to the beautiful setting of Hensel Castle. It means a great deal to them that you can be here to share with them in their happiness and to witness their marriage vows. So, quick introduction. My name is Sian, and Tracy here is making everything legal for you today. The place in which we are met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. You are here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Stefan Mark Rees and Hugh Kwan Anissa Tang. If there is any person present who knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they must declare it now. So marriage should not be entered into lightly or without due thought, but with respect and with the intention of sharing each other's happiness. Before you are joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are about to take. Marriage in this country is a union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. The purpose of marriage is that you may always love, care, and support each other through all the joys and sorrows of life, and that love may be fulfilled in a relationship of permanent and continuing commitment. And we trust these things will come true for you both. A happy and successful marriage must be created. It calls for honesty, patience, and of course, humour always helps. It means loving your partner as they are and for what they are, and remembering to show love and affection. Add trust, understanding, and encouragement, and you have the basis for a very good marriage. So it's never been too old to hold hands, so you started out really well today. It is remembering to say, I love you. It is not only marrying the right person, it is also being the right partner. And today you are to become the right partners. So I will now ask if you freely undertake the obligations of marriage and to state that there is no legal reason why you should not be joined in matrimony. So Stefan, will you please repeat after me? I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare
that I know not of any lawful impediment.
that I know not of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Stefan Mark Rees.
Why I, Stefan Mark Rees.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Hugh Kwan Anissa Tang.
To Hugh Kwan Anissa Tang.
Let me say your too. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Hugh Kwan Anissa Tang.
Where I, Hugh Kwan Anissa Tang.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joining in matrimony.
To Stefan Mark Rees.
To Stefan Mark Rees.
So Stefan and Anissa wish to marry each other, for in each other's company they have found fulfilment and love. As a consequence of this love, they have drawn closer to each other and now wish to publicly affirm their relationship and to offer each other the security that comes from legally binding vows sincerely made and faithfully kept. The institution of marriage must be entered into freely, voluntarily, and with the full and unreserved consent of you both. So please answer that I do to the following question. So Stefan, do you willingly commit yourself in marriage to Anissa?
I do.
And Anissa, do you willingly commit yourself in marriage to Stefan?
Yes, I do.
Brilliant, I'm correct, thank you. So the moment has now come for Stefan and Anissa to contract their marriage before you, their witnesses. I, Stefan Mark Rees.
I, Stefan Mark Rees.
Take you, Hugh Kwan Anissa Tang.
Take you, Hugh Kwan Anissa Tang.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
And if you want to get a promise, and then you can read that, okay?
My darling Anissa, when we first met, we were strangers in a shared accommodation. A girl who forgot to put sugar in brownies, and a boy who didn't. Who could have known that at that point we would share the rest of our lives together? You have changed my life profoundly, and I cannot picture it without you. You always challenge me to be the best that I can be, to grow and change and become a person I can be proud of. I am lucky to have you there to support me when I need it. I am grateful that you let me take care of you when you don't need it. I'm privileged to do so when you do. I will always remember the sugar so that I can make your life just a little bit sweeter. I promise to love you unconditionally, to love you just as much when life is hard as when it is easy, to put us first and share with you all that I am. I promise to cherish and support you in all that you do and be faithful, true and forgiving. The road may not always be easy, but in you I found a partner who makes me a better person for each and every day that we spend together, and one who embraces all of me. Thank you for supporting, caring and challenging me. We've faced many challenges together already, and I'm sure we'll face many more. You are the partner I wish to face them with, and with whom I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life. Throughout life we face choices. Some of them have led us to where we are now. They've brought us together and helped our love to blossom. I treasure those choices. It felt like fate, and I promise to always make the choices that strengthen and deepen our connection, so that our love will endure for the rest of our lives. I love you, Steph.
Repeat me. I, Hugh Kwan Anissa Tan,
I, Hugh Kwan Anissa Tan,
take you, Stefan Mark Rees,
take you, Stefan Mark Rees,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
And if you read your promise.
My dearest Stefan, hi. Thank you for being here today at our wedding. I feel incredibly lucky to have you in my life. We may not seem like the perfect match at the beginning, but you never stopped working with me to find our balance together. I know I'm lucky because you spoil me in the best way. You're endlessly patient, positive, and always understanding, even when I'm moody or impulsive. You never turn away from my crazy ideas. I dream, and somehow you make those dreams come true. I know I'm lucky because with those who barely knew us would question whether I could survive without you. I guess they had a point, because you cook, you clean, you sort out all the bills and insurances, and you take care of everything. You gave me the choice. I can, but I don't have to. With you, I get to live like a child, knowing everything will be okay. I know I'm lucky because I watched you meet my family for the first time. Despite the language barrier, you try your best to connect with broken English and Chinese words, animated expressions, and improvised sign language. They saw what I see, your sincerity, your effort, and your heart. You're my best friend, my greatest love, and the home I never knew I needed. With you by my side, I carry a deep sense of reassurance. You give me the courage to face whatever life brings. I promise to love you fiercely through every season of our lives, from the joy of summer to the change of autumn, through the winter chills into the spring's new beginnings. Loving you is the greatest privilege of my life, and I vow to stand by you always. Whatever the future holds, whether it is sweet, sour, spicy, or bitter, I want to savor it all with you and cherish them with you beside me. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. I'm ready for every adventure on our next chapter.
Still love me. Beautiful. How to be beat up now? Okay, so we now come to the exchange of rings. A wedding ring is the ancient and traditional way of sealing the contract that you have just made. It is an unbroken circle which symbolises unending love and is the outward sign of the lifelong promise you have just made to each other. So Tom, could you step forward with the rings, please? Okay, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage.
as a symbol of our marriage.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share
For the whole of our life together.
for the whole of our life together.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage.
as a symbol of our marriage.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share
For the whole of our life together.
for the whole of our life together.
See, push it. Okay, hold hands. So once in a lifetime, you find someone who touches not only your heart, but also your soul. Once in a lifetime, you discover someone who stands beside you and not over you. You find someone who loves you for who you are and not the who you could be. Once in a lifetime you find someone as you have found each other. Stefan and Anissa, you have sealed your marriage vows with the giving and receiving of rings. We who are present and others who are absent hope that the inspiration of this day will never be forgotten. May you continue to love one another, and may the strength of your love help you to realise success in your future life together. So I'm delighted to tell you that you're now husband and wife together, and if you wish, you may kiss your bride. Congratulations!
Tell me that you want me, and I'll be yours completely, for better or for worse. I know we'll have our disagreements, be fighting for no reason. I wouldn't change it for the world. 'Cause I knew the first day that I met you, I was never gonna let you slip away. And I still remember feeling nervous, trying to find the words to get you here today. You make my heart feel like it's summer, joining up the pieces, together making one.
Anybody would think it was me that got married. Thank you all very much for coming to help us celebrate Stefan and Anissa getting married. And I want to especially thank those who've travelled so far to be with us today. We've got, firstly, Kun Ming and Elaine, Anissa's parents who've come from Hong Kong, and Anissa's aunt and uncle, Choi Ha and Rocky.
Wow, good.
Thank you.
Well done.
Plus the others from Hong Kong. You already mentioned their names. But people have travelled further. We've got Bernard, who is Elaine's cousin, and wife Jennifer, who've travelled from Boston in the United States. And we've got Anissa's cousin, Irene
and Tyler.
and Tyler.
Tyler. Yes.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Who have come from Brisbane,
Australia.
Melbourne in Australia. So that's a pretty good effort. I think everybody has made a really good effort to spruce themselves up for today. It's actually quite a nice opportunity to dress up. Not something I do very often these days, but well done all of you. Obviously some of you have made a little bit more effort than others.
Thank you.
But you're all still very welcome. I know some of you have gone out and got new outfits especially. We very much welcome Anissa into our family. And Anissa, the deal for marrying our son is that you get a lifetime of support in whatever form that's needed.
Thank you.
I think you and Stefan are so independent and so self-sufficient anyway, but you never know, there might be something we can do for you.
Definitely, thank you.
Even if it is just helping you buy your next car.
Thank you.
So I'll do mine first.
I'd like to make a special thanks to Choi Ha and Rocky, who, from what I understand, were very influential in Anissa's upbringing for certainly the first 10 years,
Yeah, probably more longer.
but probably for and still ongoing.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
And I think cousin Nathan, you were also.
Only well done.
Okay, and I think that saw Anissa through to going to school in Brecon,
Yeah.
and then your start with your adventures in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
A couple of other people I'd like to mention. Anissa's obviously gone through schooling in the UK from age 11, Bradford University, and then getting that first job. Sometimes that first job is a bit of a hurdle. I know after university, Anissa and Stefan came to live with us for a few months, and this was COVID time. And it looked as though getting a job within the NHS after her physiotherapy training was going to be hard work. But Beth, you've got to be mentioned here. You gave her, her first chance, really. So Anissa was taken on at a company called Equinox on the Cross Hands Industrial Estate. And you've been there, what, 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
And sometimes we need a little bit of good fortune in life to get us started there. So that was good. And I think, as well as, leaving university, you've got to find somewhere to live. And Llynnos, you need a mention too. So Llynnos was, can I call you a landlady?
Slum landlady. That's what he calls me.
So yeah, you need a bit of good fortune, and he's landed up lodging with Llynnos. And I think that, and then you've turned out to be very good friends with each other, so that's great. And I think Stefan was a year later than Anissa qualifying. And then I think you get crushed too, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you ended up lodging with Llynnos as well.
Yes.
But it's funny how life turns out, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
We didn't realise how sort of seamlessly Stefan would have left us at home, and Anissa went to work in Wales, and Stefan decided he wanted to follow that. So he didn't seem to have any trouble. He applied for one job, got the only interview he's ever been to, as far as I know. And then he got a job in West Wales. And it wasn't long after perhaps one mouldy rental house that they decided to buy a house together. And that's Carmarthen. And it's all gone well.
Yeah, beautifully.
Got a few more notes. Let me just see what I got. Well, it's no surprise that Stefan and Anissa come from very, very different backgrounds. Stefan grew up with us in rural Worcestershire, along with our chickens and our horse. And Anissa really spent her early years in the most densely populated high-rise city in the world, or one of them. But it doesn't seem to have caused any problem whatsoever with them hitting it off when they met each other in Bradford. I did want to mention my mum, who unfortunately I think she's conked out. And she's died today.
pick up mine.
Anyway, she's gone off for now, and I don't think we'll see her for the rest of the day. But she's 90 in a couple of weeks' time, and I think she's pleased to be able to see the very first of her
It's not a Samsung.
6 grandchildren to get married. And she did say earlier today she didn't see any sign of the others getting married. But I don't think it'll work out like that. From what I see, I think there's some very good, promising signs for successful marriage here. Apart from the obvious love that Stefan and Anissa have for each other, what I see is teamwork. They do seem to work very well together. And I listened to the marriage vows with interest, but I think one thing that was missing there was that, certainly from our marriage vows, was that you're stronger working as a team than you are as an individual. And I very much believe that's the case in our marriage, and I think you'll find it the same too. You've got a lot of good qualities that enable you to survive together. I think, Anissa, you do keep checking at Stefan in church. And Stefan, you're the supportive husband to be. So yeah, I think things look good for you.
Thank you.
I'm actually super proud of Stefan as a father, and I hope Anissa's parents are super proud of their daughter. It is hard to believe that it only seems like yesterday I was doing the school run, and here we are with a new Mrs. Rees into the equation. My father died 2 years ago, and Anissa had met my father, so he got to know him a bit. Not unfortunately in his better years, but I think he was a very proud Welshman, and he was certainly very interested that Stefan and Anissa had set up home in Wales. So yeah, and I think coming into Wales and now as Mrs. Rees, I think you're set up well. I think that's enough from me, but obviously, as is tradition, please raise your glasses. I'd like to propose a toast to Stefan and Anissa.
各位親朋好友，今天我站在這裏，看着我美麗的女兒 Anissa 身披白紗，與 Stefan 攜手步入人生新階段。身為父親，心中的感動實在難以言表。
Hi, I'm actually a translator. I'm trying to be a good one here, so hope everyone understand it. Okay, so first, dear friends and families, I'm standing here today looking at my beautiful daughter, Anissa, in her wedding room, hanging with Stefan on their new chapters in life. I feel emotions coming up as fathers that words can hardly express.
孩子，爸爸首先要對你說聲謝謝，謝謝你始終用寬容的心體諒我們沒有能陪伴你成長的遺憾。這些年來，每當想起你年幼時我們缺席的身影，總讓我深感自責。我或許不是個稱職父親，但你卻是用自己自立與優秀，給了我們最溫馨的安慰。
By the way, I guess everyone understands it, so there's no real isn't it? So I can just go away. Okay, yeah, I keep going then. Okay, my dear Anissa, I want to say thank you. Thank you for always being so understanding and for giving us not be able to be with you as you grow up. All these years, whenever I think about the moment we missed in your childhood, I feel a bit guilt. I may not have been the most competent fathers, but your independence and excellence have given us the warmest comfort.
然而有官媽無私的愛，加你撐起童年的天空，而你又更憑着勇氣遠赴英國求學，在異鄉打磨出閃亮的人生。今天看着你眼神的自信與溫柔，我知道當年的小女孩已經成長了，讓我們的驕傲大人啦。
This one in Chinese and Cantonese is very difficult to translate into English. So I did draw some here. So I have to read it by script. Yeah. Thankfully, with your arms, love, and encouragement during your childhood, and you made yourself to study in the UK, and a very brilliant achievement for yourself in the UK. Today, seeing the confidence and gentleness in your eyes, I know your little girls have grown into someone we are truly proud of.
婚姻是愛情的升華，更是兩個靈魂的並肩同行。Stefan， 謝謝你願意接續這份愛，成為 Anissa 一生的伙伴。你們的相遇，讓我們見證了緣分的奇妙。相隔千里的兩個世界，終究會因相知相識而緊密相連。作為父母，我們只願你們記得，在順境時，別忘了分享同一份甜蜜；在逆境時，記得你們永遠擁有彼此的手。當生活瑣碎消磨熱情時，回頭看看今天的誓言，那是最初的真心，也是永遠的答案。
Wow, again, this one, I did a few, adjustment. So I try to do my best, okay? Marriage is just a start, and love elevated to a higher level. A journey where two souls walk side by side. Stefan, thank you for being here today and becoming Anissa's partners for the life. Yeah. This couple proves that even coming from worlds apart, true connection brings people together across thousands of miles. So as a parents, we have few words like wish you to remember. Yeah, a few things. So in good time, never forget to share the joys together. In difficult times, remember you always have each other's hand to hold. When life's daily routines wear down your passions, look back what you have made of these wonderful weddings today. You have each other, and the answers is all here.
最後，我感謝在座每位用愛陪伴 Anissa 成長的朋友、親友，你們的見證讓此刻更加圓滿，讓我們共同祝福這對新人。 此生同心，白首不渝。謝謝各位。
Wow, I guess if you understand that. So, okay, last one. Okay. Finally, thank you all the friends and families and here who have loved and support Anissa as she grew up. Your presence makes this moment even more complete, like as today. Let's all give our blessings together, wishing you a lifetime of happiness and everlasting love together.
Stefan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone just said up. Okay, and one last thing. Thank you so much for Stefan's parents and everyone's here today. And yeah, and I must try to say thank you in Mandarin, Sese.
Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time you've all been waiting for, the speech of the evening, and the greatest work of English language you will ever experience. The speech of the best man, me, Thomas Jackson. For those of you who don't know me, which will be few as I'm infamous across most nations, I am Stefan's best friend and personal hero. I would first and foremost like to express my gratitude to all of those who helped in creating this event, all the staff that have helped so much and done such a good job. I would also like to express, my gratitude to the parents of Stefan, who have raised a man that I would consider my closest and dearest friends, and to the parents of Anissa, who have raised the only girl deserving of that big old Swedish twat. And I would like to thank everyone who has attended this event. Some of you have come quite a long way away. I've had Australia, Iceland, Hong Kong. Well, it doesn't end really. You have all influenced, and Wales as well, yes. You have all influenced the bride and groom's lives somehow and contributed to the phenomenal couple we see sitting before us. I met Stefan at the prestigious University of Bradford. During some lecture I clearly was not paying attention to, as I am now a butcher. Anyway, my first introduction to Stefan was some stupid conversation about stupid sharks in Australia. He corrected me on some factoid I failed to recollect. I thought, what an absolute twat. To this moment, I have yet to be corrected. Outside of that, I barely recall any of the first year of university. The big event of our second year at university was Alphabet Night. A drink for every letter of the alphabet. This was when Stefan's parents, ever suffering, raised such a troubled child. Began to realise what a bad influence I am. Stefan's darling mother said to me in an article on the dangers of over-consuming alcohol. You needn't have bothered. You only made it to G. Troy, you're looking at my shiny bald head. Look at the scalp glimmer in the glow of the chandelier. Then into what was it, Troy? Was it W or X? It was T. And here stands the champion. It's all been downhill since then. I hope some of Stefan's Swedish relatives are here today, so they can mock him relentlessly for being such a pathetic lightweight for the rest of his life. You have failed your bloodline. However, it was Alphabet Night where I was properly introduced to Anissa. It wasn't much of an introduction. I spent most of the night making sure he had not died from over-consuming an overwhelming 7 alcoholic beverages. During university, I classified Anissa as one of my closest friends. She was brilliant. Normally, your best friend's girlfriend is, well, I'm going to save that, fuck, I don't like that. However, any event with Stefan was always made better with Anissa. She was the best. Now there's a section where ChatGPT has graciously informed me I was passing words of advice and wisdom. For Anissa, my words of advice are as follows. You may not sound happy, Stefan's parents are. You may believe this is because he has found and married a beautiful, intelligent young lady such as yourself. This is only partly true. The predominant reason for their joy is you have released them from their burden of being legally responsible for Stefan. For years, they have existed in existential dread due to the serious behavioural problems he exhibits. However, now that burden has been transferred to you, yourself, and you can't back out now. You have signed a constitutionally binding contract, so brace yourself and don't abandon him. His parents manage somehow, and I can imagine you'll do an equivalent of potentially superior job. We all know who the real boss is. You can do it. And Stefan, for my words of advice, I have deferred my advice to someone with much more experience in marriage than myself, mainly because I have yet to have a relationship that lasted over 3 weeks. So, I pass on the words of wisdom to one of the greatest men I've ever known, with 43 years of marriage experience, Steve, the head of butchery at Castle Howard. He has told me to inform you regarding marriage, and I quote, the first 30 years will be pure misery. And then it's all downhill from there. But all jokes aside, and my sincerest apologies to Anissa, don't worry, I know who the real boss woman is. Stefan is a smart, handsome and talented young man with a brilliant future ahead of him. Anissa is one of the most lovely, beautiful and intelligent young girls I've ever met in my life. There are 2 people in this world that matter most to me, and I'm sure everyone who knows them can understand why. Together, they make each other so much more than their separate parts. So to close, I would like to propose a toast to the bride and groom, to Stefan and Anissa. And if you don't down it, you're condemning them to divorce. So you have to down it. To Stefan and Anissa.
Thank you, Tom, for that amazing speech.
You are most welcome.
It truly was great, and thank you, Dad, for another amazing speech. Brilliant, really. And thank you, Kunming. That was incredibly meaningful, and it means so much for you to have said those words to both of us. So I suppose I'd start with saying hello to everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We would both like to thank everyone for coming today. It means a lot to both of us to have all of our friends and family here with us on our special day. Many of you have travelled from all around the world, and we really appreciate the effort everyone has made. It's incredibly meaningful to be able to share today with you all. So, cheers to you.
Thank you.
Over the last couple of weeks, I've been asked a lot if I'm nervous. The answer was that yes, of course I was. Nervous about the ceremony, the first dance, and all of the other little bits that can't be summed up on an advice blog about weddings. Especially about the cake. We decided to make it ourselves, and wow, what a bold decision that was. I was going to say, let's hope it doesn't collapse in the fridge, but it seems to have stood the test of time. I've never been to a wedding ceremony before, and neither has Anissa, so it's been a challenge getting our heads around it. Hopefully we haven't missed anything obvious, but throughout it I've never had a single doubt that getting married to Anissa will be the best thing I ever do in my life. Cheers to you, Nissi. This is in part because she is an incredibly kind, insightful and generous person. Her parents and aunt and uncle have raised a remarkable woman with whom I am honoured to be able to share my life. Thank you so much for doing so and for welcoming me to the family as warmly as you have done. It's not always been easy. There is and probably always will be a bit of a language barrier. I'm terrible at languages after nearly failing Spanish several years in a row, but I've always felt cared for and included whenever we've been together. So here's a toast to Anissa's family. You have raised a remarkable daughter. And I suppose the other reason I feel confident in this decision is because we have been through a lot together. Nissy and I met at university in shared accommodation in our first year. We interacted only in the kitchen when I was cooking and hanging out with my friends, Tom, and Troy, and Teo, who couldn't be here today. Whilst she was making brownies without the sugar. I may have mentioned that before in the vows if you managed to hear it. I've been told I spoke a little bit quietly. That wasn't intentional, I might add. She wasn't on a health kick, she just plain forgot. Towards the end of that year, we decided that it would be unlikely we'd ever see each other again. And why not try it? Well, what a great decision that turned out to be. When she flew back to Hong Kong and we communicated by phone with an 8-hour time difference, she was patient and enduring with my frankly terrible replies and poor communication. I never really used my phone much. As Dan can attest to, I always used to spell everything with perfect punctuation by text and never really looked at my phone, so she was pretty patient throughout that. But throughout all that time, we started to really connect, although the relationship did occasionally feel in doubt. When our second year started, it was rocky at first, having been apart for nearly 4 months after only ever been together for a month. But we found our way, and by Christmas, when we started to host Alphabet Night, things started to really click, and we were going strong. In year 3, though, COVID hit, and Nissy had a choice. Fly back to Hong Kong with her family, like many of her friends did, or stay with mine. People she had met for a dinner in Bradford, at one of the local curry houses, or for just an Easter break for a week. Well, she made a fairly bold choice, and thank you for doing it, because we stayed strong, and she moved in, and things got better and better, so thank you, Mum and Dad, so much for being the people you are. Cheers to you. Your ready acceptance, effort in communication and caring attitude made this period truly joyous. I hope I have made you proud, and it is thanks to both of you that I'm able to stand here today as a man hopefully deserving of Anissa. Nissy then finished uni and started looking for a job. Not having much luck until almost out of the blue she spotted a job posting via her school network. And luckily, we were already heading down to Wales on holiday. Her first camping trip, and one she maybe would do again. I'm not sure. It didn't go amazingly well in a tent with a mattress that kept collapsing. But it went reasonably well, and on the way back, we pulled into the parking lot next to Equinox in the camper van, and Nissy went off for her interview, and Dad, Mum and I sat around having tea, and it must have been 2 hours, 3 hours. Felt like an age, but eventually she penguin waddled back over in complete shock. And when we asked how it went, she went, "Oh, I think I've been hired." "Wow," we responded. "When do you start?" "How about next week?" That was quite a challenge, really. But Beth, her new boss, put in a word with a friend, Linos, and she seemed amenable to having Nissy stay. And I think I was not really mentioned, but came included partly. Luckily, Linos took us in.
Buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free indeed. She took us in, helped us find our feet in Wales, and became a fantastic friend to both of us. So thank you both to Bethan and Linos for starting this next chapter of our lives, and to Dave for all the pesky paperwork. Cheers to you all. I then found a job down here, and as Dad said, pretty much my first interview. I, at Nissy's encouragement, put my CV on Indeed, and pretty quickly someone contacted me for a job as a validation technician. And when I said, "Oh, I'm still at university," they went, "Go away, we don't want to see you again." And then about a week later, a company that makes exactly the same product for exactly the same job contacted me once again, and I said, once again, "Oh, I can only work part-time, I'm still at uni," and luckily that was okay, and I've been there ever since with a great boss. So we were set up pretty well. We were living with Linos, Nissy was driving around, and I was off to my work, and it seemed fantastic until eventually we decided, well, we've probably been scrounging off Linos slightly too long. It's time to move out. It seemed fitting then to give her a bit of space. We decided that potentially we'd look at multi-generational living with my parents in a nice house in Gorselass, But unfortunately, the surveyor's report came back, and wow, that would have been a big mistake. So we had to move out quickly because we left Lynas's and moved in only a month. And the lady said, "Oh, why don't you leave now because we are going to buy the house?" And we went, "Oh, we've got a month to leave, have we? Brilliant. And what about this massive bed and massive sofa that we bought? Oh, take it with us." So I looked and I found maybe 2 places that could fit. And I went for one, and Anissa moved in without ever having seen it. And yes, the sofa barely fit and you could hardly squeeze past. And yes, it had horrendous black mould. But we did eventually manage to move out. And we found our current house that we've been in ever since. We bought a house, and it only seemed fitting that after nearly 8 years together, I picked up the courage to propose to her. Well, that was only a few months ago, but the wedding came together quite quickly, quicker than we expected, and here we are. I wouldn't change a thing. Except maybe some of the arguments when I taught her to drive. That was, well, anyway, better not mention it. Thank you all for coming, listening to me ramble on, and I suppose putting up with me too. As Tom suggested, it may not be the easiest. Thank you again to Anissa's family. You are all amazing, and I look forward to more holidays with you all. And thank you to mine as well. You have always been there and been fantastic too. It is sad that Grandpa isn't here to see this, but I am so lucky that Anissa met him before his passing and saw the man he was and who he made our family. So here's to everyone who has impacted our journey. My parents, my best man Tom, Anissa's parents and aunt and uncle, her maid of honour May, Lynnas and Bethan. Cheers. Thank you. I love you, Anissa. And I probably wouldn't have been toasted with water if Tom hadn't made me down my drink.
I know.
Cheers, everyone. I hope you enjoyed tonight at the party.
Some have shifted. Oh,